Can I hear somebody say justice for Trayvon Martin?
Justice for Trayvon Martin.
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 I am 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 the people.
I am the people.
I am the people.
I am the people.
I live for the people.
I live for the people.
I struggle with the people.
I struggle with the people.
I'm gonna die for the people.
I'm gonna die for the people.
Cause I am the people.
Cause I am the people.
Thank you for coming out here, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. We out here for a very tragic event. And like we said last week, we're gonna be out here every week until there's justice served. But don't get it twisted. There's thousands of Trayvon Martin, so we out here to represent all youth. So the name of this event is the Trayvon Martin Save Our Youth Weekly Rally, presented by OPN and other grassroots organizations. Right now, I feel it's very important that we all hear from our youth. So right now we're going to hear from our 17-year-old Captain Jerry Wilson, who is also our Vice President of the OPN Youth Council. Jerry Wilson. Give him a round of applause, please. I am Trayvon Martin.
I am Trayvon Martin.
I am Trayvon Martin.
I am Trayvon Martin.
How everybody doing today? Today we came here to talk about Trayvon Martin, the situation that happened. That was messed up for what you did. You followed that boy. He was walking down the street. He only had some Skittles on the phone with his girlfriend talking about what had happened. Started an altercation with that man and shot that man. That was uncalled for. And then our government system say everybody has justice, everybody has peace, everybody has freedom. Well, y'all just took over his rights, even though he is a dead man. Y'all took over his rights. Ain't no justice for his death. Y'all let this man walk free. But on MSNBC, it was a young daughter that died, 9 years old. The grandmother was having her jog down the street with 15 pounds of wood. They got the grandmother and her mother. The grandmother is looking for the death sentence, and the mother is looking for life in jail. But Zimmerman shot Trayvon Martin, and ain't nothing happened because he has money. He can do what he want to. No, that can't go. That's why us as a people, we need to come out here and we need to fight. There needs to be justice for Trayvon Martin death. I feel what happened in Florida. My mama, every night she goes home and she says that she loves me and she say that she don't want nothing to happen to me. My mama has told me every year that I turn another age, she gets worried for me because she do not know what happens in this world. As us, we need to build as a community. So no more Trayvon situations can happen down here.
Right.
Excuse me. Now, we're here today speaking about Trayvon Martin, and I want to get some of y'all opinions on this Trayvon Martin situation. Can I have somebody up, please, at the mic?
How y'all doing? My name is Marcus Joyner, businessman black. Like I said last week, I'm actually glad. I'm actually disappointed. I thought more people would have came out. I understand that it's cold, but like I said, if this was the 70s maybe, when we wasn't as free as we is now, I think a lot more people would be out here, not weekly, I think daily. I think, like I said, like we don't fight for nothing. As you see, ain't nobody fighting for nothing. We ain't fighting for justice. We not being a part of this movement. It's the same way as in like us as a people, like you said, us as a people, we gotta rise as a community, as men, as women, because we have to help these children, especially as men, because we have to raise our young. We have to raise our young. We can't keep letting our women be the primary provider of households. We can't keep letting our women be the primary parent in households. This is part of the reason why a lot of our children and our youth is lost and wild, because they have no positive male influence. They have no males to guide them into the light, and they steer into pure pressure and end up being influenced by their friends because they have no leaders. They have no leaders to teach them how to be leaders. So us as a people, men and women, we have to be leaders for our children, for ourselves, and for justice for this little boy and every other young man that's out here getting killed, whether it's from the police, whether it's from the streets, whether it's from black on black crime, white on black crime. It really don't matter, because we dying in the streets every day. I look at the news and it's somebody's dying, whether it's from drunk driving, whether it's mistaken shooting, and it's like we allowing it to happen to us. We allowing it to happen to us, and it's like nobody wants to get serious unless it's somebody in your family. Then everybody want to have balloons and all that and want to fight for justice when it's somebody in your family. Yet I'm trying to fight to the point where it prevent people in my family from getting killed. It prevent people in my family from going to jail. Prevent people from my family from being 6 feet under. Because life is precious, and everybody out here, everybody from these preachers to pastors to priests to individuals that work every day to people on the block, we all take life for granted. Every last one of us. Every day we wake up, we all take life for granted. We all sin. So the best thing we can do while we is here is fight for justice, fight for freedom. And right now, like I said, it seems like we not fighting. And I don't know if it's the city of Cleveland. I look at stuff on the internet, and it's cities with thousands. It's thousands. This has yet to reach 200 plus. That's crazy. That's crazy. God bless you too.
God bless you too.
And for real, I'm out here every week, long as I'm free. And I don't mean as in free as in time. I mean free as in not in jail. I'm here every Saturday. If it's just me and him with the mic out here, I'm going to be here every Saturday at 3. I even turned down a job offer that I could have started a job today. But instead, I can't go back on my word. It don't take but a little bit of time. God will bless me somewhere else down the line for doing that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't want to take that time out. You can take an hour out, 2 hours out for your time for somebody's life, but people so selfish and caught up in their own life. That's another thing, jealousy, that's killing us. We got to stop being jealous of each other. We got to help each other in certain situations. And I ain't talking step in a man and be fathers. Step up and be a man and be better uncles, better cousins. We got to guide these children together. We can't even guide them by ourselves. Like you say, it take a village to raise a child. Take a village to raise a child. So that's all I got to say. Thank you all for coming out today.
Man, the man said no sacrifice, no victory. And that's exactly what it's going to take to win this war, because, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we are at war. There is a war against our youth. There is a war against black and oppressed people, whether you want to believe it or not. Look at our school system. Look at our housing. Look at the justice system, the injustice system. There is a war on our people and we must fight. So whether it's 20 of us, 20,000 of us, we here and we go fight. We go keep fighting.
Can I have Ms. Mason come speak to us today?
You come to bus way from what, Akron?
No, from Perry, Ohio.
Perry, Ohio.
Out with the cows in the country. You know, I wasn't really thinking about if I was going to speak or not. I came here to show support because, you know, I'm not one to say I'm going to be about it. I'm going to show you I'm going to be about it. I'm on every day online pressing for the oppressed people's nation. What happened to Trayvon Martin was a tragedy, and not only was it a tragedy, it was a travesty. I feel part of if I don't take my responsibility as a white person and stand here and tell you that ignorance is fear amongst all, and if we don't get the word out on the streets that this is going to continue, it's been a blindfolded effect for years and years and years and years. I'm shaking. You know, coming out here, it was an hour and a half, 2 hours to get here. I could only come out here when I ain't got my kids. But rather than go to the clubs and party it up, I'd like to really come out and do something for the community that I represent online. You know, I might be one of those that stay behind the computer all day, but that means I value my home. I'm a single mom, but I value that a mother needs to be in the home with her kids. So I found a way to make a hustle. I found a way to support mine. And I don't have to do it with an invisible man or the welfare system. I can stay in my home, raise my children as a 2-parent household. Not saying that I'm not looking. But right now I'm doing what I need to do. You know? What do you think was going through Trayvon Martin's mind at that moment when I can't even call the man Mr. Zimmerman. I can't even give that man that kind of respect to say Mr. anything. I was taught that that is a formality of respect. So, I'm going to call him George from here on out. Old George. What do you think George was thinking? I bet you that ignorance in his mind was nothing but fear-based as well. And they teach us fear is fight or flight. What do you think he did? He took the easier, less noble way out. And the sad part is, he has no consequences. Now, anybody else do that, of a colored skin, where do you think they'd be right now? Yeah. Exactly. They'd be incarcerated, in prison, on their way. But because he has connections within the court systems that we're finding out, he has money, he gets a different set of rules as everybody else. Is that fair?
No.
Hell no, that's not fair. And whatever it takes each week, if I can make it out here, I'll be here. If I say I'm coming, I'll be here. If I mark I'm not, I'm not. But how about we get other people that get behind that? You know what I'm saying? How about we put some action behind our words instead of just saying we're going to do something and then the next week we lose all that momentum? He's still just as dead as he was 3 weeks ago. Ain't nothing happened. The same injustice is going on in the world as it's been going on for years and years and years. I think I've run out of things to talk about. Who's next, my friend?
Right on.
I am Trayvon Martin.
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 Thank you, fellas. Could I have Mr. Bill Swain come up here?
Right on. Bill.
Slavery, lynch mobs, racist vigilantes, police terror. These are all expression of a long and ongoing history and structure of the oppression of black people. All this is part of what this whole country has been and will continue to be until it is swept away through revolution when the time is ripe and replaced by a whole new liberating society. What happened on the night of February 26th in Sanford, Florida is a modern-day lynching, bearing the marks of the history and present-day reality of a system that is built into its very foundations. And this, we must never forget and never forgive about the death of Trayvon Martin. We need to fight the power and transform the people for revolution. It is a really great and powerful thing that thousands and thousands are standing up, resisting and demanding justice of Trayvon Martin. Justice in the face of the outrageous murder of Trayvon Martin. This struggle must not only continue, it must go further, and it must not get derailed and channeled into this, quote, safe, unquote, and ineffective workings of the system itself through relying on politicians, even the supposedly good ones. This is like trusting the fox to protect the chicken coop. We need to wage a determined fight to demand justice, to demand the truth, to get at the root cause of all this and the revolutionary solution. Thank you.
All right.
Right now we're going to call up the president of our OPN Youth Council. How's everybody today?
All right.
All right. Piggybacking off what Herb was saying, I really feel some type of way, not only with the Zimmerman situation or whatever, Trayvon situation, but I just don't understand why it took something all the way in Florida with a race issue to bring us together today. You know what I'm saying? We've been out here trying to fight for our youth for the last 2 months, tough, beating the pavements up, and haven't got half as many people out here to fight for our youth. It's right here that the kids of your kids' friends has been killed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that to say that every Tuesday night we had a youth program up here at 6 o'clock right here in McCall, 6 to 8. And if no kids come out because of the weather's nice, we beating the pavements up. We going out finding them because we know they outside playing somewhere. So we pulling up on them. You know what I'm saying? Just to let them know that we do care. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was growing up, I had the wrong conception of an OG. I think that an OG was just supposed to be there for us and just give us things that we needed, but they were supposed to give us knowledge and understanding, and they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went to prison, I was kind of upset with my OGs, because I'm like, damn, these my OGs and these jokers ain't teach me nothing for real, you know what I'm saying? To better myself, they just let me wild out. Well, I done did my time, paid my debt to society. Now I'm back to be that real OG to these youngers coming up because I know better, you know what I'm saying? I got a better way of understanding. And I commend my brother right here, man, for accepting arms open, let me come in and do what I do, you know what I'm saying? And I want everybody right here, man, just to black them get at you, baby. Hey, for real. Look, I want you to work with me, man. Help me do what we gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a good sight in your head. You just closer to their age than I am, you know what I'm saying? So they'll listen to you before they listen to me. But at the same time, we can trick them for the overtake, for the undertake. Let's do this, you hear me? So, like I said, I just want y'all to continue to support not only Trayvon, but our community as well, because this is where it's at, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to say thank you.
I am Trayvon Martin.
I am Trayvon Martin.
I am Trayvon Martin.
I am Trayvon Martin.
I just wanted to say, yesterday I was watching the BET Trayvon Martin tribute, and that was my first time actually listening to the 911 call, and I had tears. I mean, it wasn't coming down my face, but I had tears in my eyes when I actually heard Trayvon yelling for help. I mean, it's so tragic, and I just wanted to say, do I look suspicious with my hood on, with my back turned? Do I look suspicious?
No.
So why did Zimmerman shoot him? Why? They have witnesses that was right there looking out their window, right there. A female, his girlfriend was on the phone. So why isn't he locked up? Is it because of a race issue? Because he had on this hood, so he looked suspicious? Is that why? We need justice for Trayvon Martin right now. Thank you. Man, we got abandoned buildings, messed up buildings, 6-foot rats dead right there on the corner of the street. Man, half of the houses infested with roaches or bed bugs or something. But when you go into a white community, why don't they have that? Why is they abandoned houses look like people still staying in them? Why is they schools got big old flat screens and we still got chalkboards? It's something I'm not understanding. We have an equal right to an education the same way as the white people do. Well, as any other race of people do. What I'm just trying to say is I want to unite as a community. I just want everybody to build. It's that way right now. I'm thinking about Trayvon Martin and just that phone and that conversation just replaying back in my head is really getting to me, man, because that could have been my best friend for real. My best friend just got home from jail, from penitentiary, and he happy to be home. And I just think about so much that goes down really in the black community. Why can't we get the attention that we need to help improve? Everybody want to help build the society. We'll start building right here. OPM, Oppressed People Nation. We gonna help y'all build.
Like I say, whether we know it or not, if it wasn't for the youngsters in the civil rights movement, it wouldn't be no us right now. And another thing I want you to realize, Malcolm and Martin were all young. They weren't old, they were young. So I want to hear from my young people. Come on, Shanika.
I'm just going to say what I feel about Trayvon.
There you go.
I feel like that was wrong what happened to him. I don't see why white people is killing black people. I don't see why nobody is killing people, period. We all look the same. We all dress the same. We talk the same. We walk the same. We as each other. And when you killing somebody, you killing yourself. You killing a piece of yourself. We as family, everybody. And it just need to stop. Everybody need to keep coming out here and supporting us. I don't know what to say.
That's all right. Okay.
That was beautiful. Anybody else?
I'm Trayvon Martin.
I am Trayvon Martin.
I'm Martin Luther King.
I'm Martin Luther King.
Malcolm X.
I am Malcolm X.
I'm JFK.
I'm JFK.
I'm everybody that fought for something that it wasn't their time to die in our eyes, but they up there looking down at us. Thing is this, we keep blaming as far as with the whites, the Zimmerman, but it's us. It's us as, you know,
they say that knowledge, of course, that's important, but wisdom is using that knowledge. So you can't keep saying it's the white man, it's the white, it's us. It's us. So if you look at First 48, you don't see a white person, you see a black person. So as I go up these streets on wheels hitting the streets, you'll be surprised at ignorance. People don't even know about Trayvon Martin. You know what I mean? So that's, I guarantee they know about Facebook, the Twitter, the new Madden and all of that. So we got to put our minds to it. You know, in order to gain knowledge, you must first confess your ignorance. It's nothing like a know-it-all dummy. So if you don't know something, just, you know, and that's cool that you saying fight the power, but come over to the power. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you like this, though. My mother don't like me using the word nigga. I feel that it's time to say niggas when it's just due. Difference between a black man and a nigga, if they both walking down the street, a black man, you ain't gonna see his drawers. It's time to pull them up. It's time to get educated. I asked this one dude that had his drawers showing, I said, do your brain tingle? He said, why you say that? Because that's what my feet do when I don't use it. It's time to wake up. You know, and like you say, as far as with the Trayvon and all of this, it's one down the street being neglected by his mother that's trying to go out to a club. And what I don't understand is that some of these mothers, it's not no bad kid, good kid, it's bad parenting, good parenting.
Right.
You know, and your kids suffering not because of what they really want, it's what they need. And you about to go out here and make another baby? That's a Trayvon right there. You killing them every day.
Right.
So all I'm saying is that we need to unite as a people, and just like we said before, something shouldn't have to fall apart to come together.
Right.
You know, something shouldn't, and a lot of these people, they just doing it as fad. They just going to rally, just to be rallying, to be on Channel 3 or be on Channel 8.
Right.
You know, some fat girls, they think rallies about to be up at rallies. I'm going to just keep it honest with you. But the thing is, if you ask, you know, like I thought everybody knew about Trayvon, because when we was down there, some people, if we talked to 40 people, about 10 didn't know. I mean, that's a lot. So if 10 don't know about something worldwide, just imagine just right on their streets.
Right. It's awareness, man.
It's awareness. So all I'm saying, we just got to start building. We got to start building. We got to start building. And it's also guilt by association. A hood should not associate you.
Right.
But if you involve yourself around the right people, then you will start to do right things. If you got four crackheads walking down the street in Beyonce, it looked like 5 crackheads. It's guilt by association. We have to be mentored to these people. We talk about First 48, I guarantee it's somebody at home that's looking up to them, because that's the only role model that they got. So all I'm saying, I'm doing my part. I've been on the sideline too long. And it's my part. It's my time. Because if you ask somebody how East Cleveland used to be, this way before my time, East Cleveland was a thing to be.
Right.
I grew up in East Cleveland. I know all about it.
All right. She said, I grew. So it's time to get the streets back that somebody else took. And it's time to stop saying that we don't know, because we do know.
Right.
Of course, we fell into their plan, the miseducation, all of that. But we know about it. And sometimes we close our eyes. And it's not the white people. You got some white people that's trying to help us. But they say a closed mouth don't get fed, but it's the difference between speaking and talking. It's a lot of black people that talk. Now you doing all this righteous stuff on TV, whatever, but when you get to your job, which means just over broke, and you scared to talk to master, you know, stand up. You got rights. I'm not saying being rebellious, but just don't let them talk to you about any just thing. You a man.
Right.
I know that we need our job, but at the end of the day, I need these.
I feel you.
2 of them. I'm just being honest. If I need more people to stand up as far as corporate. That's why you don't see no morale. You don't see a black person that's saying, I want to be him, because he know him is fake. So it's all about entrepreneurship. I don't care if you had a job and the job pay you $300 grand a year.
You're still a slave.
You're still a slave. If that check don't say your name on the left, learn from them and get out. But you 60 years old just to realize. Meanwhile, you made them all the money in the world. Lincoln Electric, they hand out $60,000 bonuses.
Yep.
Don't be involved with how much you making. LeBron making what, $5 million, whatever? Damn that, how much he making? The guy that's paying them. So it's time to stop looking at all of this and look up. That's all I'm I'm saying? And we need to, look, stop with this hateling. I just got to get on this real quick. This is the hater city of it is.
Yes, it is, man.
The hater city. And when somebody's trying to do good, we going to pull them back. So let's stop all that. All right, so, like I say, Trayvon and all of this, let's get the justice served, but it's also need to be justice served in Cleveland.
Right.
All right.